Hi Stampers, this is Dawn from DawnStampingThoughts.net, and today we're going to make this really cute box. I got this one from my friend Debbie Pippin, and she said I could go ahead and make a video, but it's so cute. You don't need no adhesive. It just all folds together, and it's just so adorable. And it holds Reese's peanut butter cups. Let me show you the other ones that I've made. This one uses the brand new Shine On Specialty Designer paper. And this is both sides of the designer paper, so I did one on each side so you could see how pretty it is. And then these two boxes use the Botanical Gardens Designer paper, so I did both sides of that sheet. Okay, and then I went ahead and made the mint macaron in the cardstock version. So we're going to make this cardstock, but we're going to use it with the Lost Lagoon. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. Oh, before we get started, I wanted to show you that it holds a Reese's peanut butter cup, and then it also holds 2 Ghirardelli chocolates. Okay, so we're going to use the Lost Lagoon cardstock, and this is cut at 6 by 6, and we're going to use the envelope punch board, and we're going to score this piece of cardstock at 2 1/4 and 3 1/4, and we're not going to follow the score line. So unlike the typical use of this punch board, we're going to follow this measurement up here at all times for all 4 sides. So the first score line is 2 1/4, punch and score, then 3 1/4. Okay, so now typically we would turn it and we would put this tail here onto the score line and punch and score, but we're not doing that today. So we're going to punch and score at 2 1/4 again, and then 3 1/4. 2 1/4, 3 1/4. Two 1/4 and 3 1/4. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and fold all our score lines. Okay, so now you're going to see 4 square tabs, and then along those tabs you're going to see these rectangle shapes, 2 on each of the tabs, and you're just going to cut those off. So let me go ahead and do that. Okay, so now you should have the 4 tabs. Now we're going to cut on one of the score lines on each of the 4 tabs. Okay, so now your box should look like this. You have your 4 tabs, so it should look like this. So now we're going to go ahead and flip it over, and now we're going to take this point, this side right here, and we're going to line it up with that first score line, which is right here. Just going to fold it over, just like that. This is where the designer paper, when it's double-sided, it looks really nice. But we're going to stamp on ours, so it's going to still look cute. Okay, so now your box should look like this with your tabs and then the 4 corners turned over. Alright, so now this is the time that we're going to stamp, and I'm going to actually use my white gel pen, and along this folded edge I'm just going to add some doodle dots along all 4 edges. Okay, now we're going to use the stamp set called Birthday Blooms. It looks like this. We're going to use these little polka dots. And then I went ahead already and made the tag, and I stamped the For You on the Lost Lagoon in the basic black archival ink. And then I just trimmed that out, and then I just layered that onto a piece of Whisper White. So that's going to be my tag. But we're going to go ahead and use this little polka dot stamp for the edges of the box. And I'm going to use the Whisper White craft ink. Okay, so now we're going to take our tag and we're going to punch a hole. I'm going to use the 1/16 handheld punch, and I'm going to punch a hole in the tag, and then I'm going to fold over the box so the stamp side is facing down. It's like this, okay? And this is going to be considered 12 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 6 o'clock, and 9 o'clock. So we're going to fold it clockwise. Okay, so since this is the first fold into the box, I'm going to punch a little hole right up here in the corner, because you can see on my finished one with the mint macaron, there's the tag. So it's the very first at 12 o'clock. And you'll know your 12 o'clock fold is because you got a fold here and it's straight here. So that's going to be considered our 12 o'clock. So I'm just going to go ahead and punch a little tiny hole up in the corner, just like that. I'm going to take my linen thread, I'm going to feed this through here and put this on the box before we close it. I'm just going to tie it in a knot. Okay, so this is considered our 12 o'clock. So you're just going to go ahead and fold in your tabs. So this is going to be 12 o'clock, and then you're going to take your 3 o'clock. You're going to fold that over top of the 12 o'clock. Then you're going to take your 6 o'clock, fold that up over all the other two. So it should look like this. Then you're going to take your 9 o'clock. You're going to tuck it into the very first one, which is your 12 o'clock. And it should hold that all in place, just like that. And then you got your little tag there. Okay, so let's add our candy. Let me fold this again with you. We'll put candy in it this time. Okay, so we got 2 of the Ghirardelli chocolates. Okay, so 12 o'clocks fold in first, then your 3 o'clock, then your 6 o'clock. Make sure you're folding in your tabs. Okay, so 6 o'clock. Then your 9 o'clock, we turn it. Your 9 o'clock is going to fold under your 12 o'clock. Remember, this is where your tag is, and it should interlock with all the other 3 sides. And there's your little treat box. Isn't that cute? Love it. So then here's the mint macaron, and then the Botanical Gardens Designer paper. And then this is the Shine On specialty paper. Okay, thanks for stopping by. We'll see you later. Bye.